How you guys doing? This is another day working on Yamaha Gp1300r. I got all the bearings soaking in oil. I have everything soaking in oil. When you're building something, definitely got to oil down the cylinders before I slide them on. This is what I like to do. The circlips for the pistons. I put one side in first, and then I work my way this way on the motor. Put the one side in, put the rod in, the bearing, put the other clip in. Then I go to this piston, put that one in. If you work your way, for me I like to go right to left. Each cylinder and piston are labeled to each other. So obviously this is B3, B2, B. So I'm going to start 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. That's how I'm going to do it, because the rings are gapped specifically for each cylinder. You know, I got these little towels in there just in case these circlips like to pop if you don't get them in right. Sometimes they go flying. I always have some extras around. Like I said, I let all the needle bearings sit in oil. And let's get started. I'd like to also point out that the little arrow always goes towards the exhaust side. Obviously the reeds go there, that's the intake side. So like so, they're going to slide on there. As you can see, I only labeled the box, I didn't label the actual pistons. But for me, the magneto side is going to be B3, middle is B2, PTO side B1. If I forget, I can use this video for reference. I like to oil everything down a little bit. I said the circlip, obviously, like I said, you want to have the exhaust side. You never want to have the clip opening in there. These are a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. So popped it in. I had to use a little flathead screwdriver. It's got to go all the way into the slot. You got to push it in until it's totally in the slot. You should hear some kind of click like you just did. As you can see, it's in place. It's in all the way around. Like I said, I soak all my parts in oil, especially upon first build, startup, everything. Side there, needle bearing in place. Of course, I always got to keep my hands clean. Arrow pointing towards the exhaust side, always. You get the piston. I don't know if you guys seen it, there's the camera view, but I stick my finger in, then I can guide the rod right in place. That one's in. Now it's time to pop the next circlip. which is probably going to be hard to do with the camera. Make sure it's all the way in. The little circlip. Like I said, you guys probably aren't going to get the best view. Same thing, I got the circlip in, I just got to push it till it's seated. Sounds like it is. Pretty sure. Fully seated. So nothing can fall apart. Piston 1 on and ready. On piston number 2 now. Arrow always faces the exhaust side. Circlip I'm going to put on the side closer to the piston I already installed, or else it would be really hard to put it in. Oil the circlip. Make sure it's in the right spot. That side's popped in. That side's popped in. Now we just got to push it into place. Oh. There you go. Now it's popped in place. Grab another needle bearing that's soaking in oil. Like those. Like I said, I stick my finger through, grab the wrist pin. Get it to slide through. And you install circlip on the other side. Push all the way in. It's well oiled. Just like that. Popped right in this time. Set up in there. piston number 2 on and mounted. Last but not least, piston 3. Exhaust side. Arrow. So we'll put the circlip starting on this side. Square it up. Pop. It's all in place. Needle bearing out of oil. Stick it in the rod. Piston on. The wrist pin. Arrow to the exhaust side. Bam. Right in there. Put the last circlip on. Popped into place. Last circlip in place. I like to go around, I check them all, make sure they all definitely popped into place. Clean everything up, oil everything up, get ready to put the cylinders on. Got the first set of rings on. As you can see, the little pins in the middle. Now I'll go ahead and start putting the other rings in. Cylinder number 2. Stick them in oil. They're both the same ring. I know on Pro X there is a top and bottom, like what side faces up, what side faces down, but they both are the same ring. I don't know if you could see. It does say top right there, so that side faces up. down one. There's pins over here. So. It's always easy to get the first ring on, the second ring on. Oh, there it goes, that's in place. Fit it right in the little groove. Grab the top ring. That groove is right there. So second ring on. That's for cylinder 2. Now we're on cylinder 1. Like so. Second ring's in place. Oh, I almost made a mistake. Top. Top rings in place. Piston rings are now on. Go ahead, oil everything up real nice. About to drop cylinder 1 on. It might be a little hard to see in the video. But we'll give it a try. What I like to do is get the cylinder on so you can see the rings. So you can see the rings on the side and then turn it. See how they're positioned pretty much in the right spot. Preparing to put on cylinder 2. Cylinder 2 is on. Last but not least, cylinder 3. Everything's all pre-oiled, ready to go. Alright, all 3 cylinders are on. What I like to do is I bolt the exhaust on temporarily. Make sure everything's all square before I bolt down the cylinders. So I gotta go find the exhaust manifold. So I bolted down the exhaust manifold. It lets me know that the cylinders are square. Now it's time to look in the book at the torque specs and whatever Loctite I need to bolt down the cylinders. Calls for Loctite 572. First torque 16, second 28. I'm going to go ahead and get the Loctite ready, torque wrench, torque it all down. All the bolts have pre-Loctite 572 on there. I'll go ahead, drop all the bolts in. And you torque them down 16 on the first round, 28 on the second round. Just drop it in place. Sorry, moving the camera in the wrong direction. Last but not least, I'll go ahead and slightly hit them in with the impact. Of course, I'm not going to go, tight. Just leave this up. I like to go cross pattern, torque them all down. First torque 16, second 28. So okay. Right here. Look at this. Okay. 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 All right. All torque down, all square it up. I'll go ahead and take the exhaust manifold back on. I got to come up with a pressure test kit. I got to make it myself. I'll show you guys how I do that. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but we'll figure it out along the way. By any means, I'm no professional, but I've been doing things this way and they seem to work for me. Hopefully you guys can get some good information out of these videos. you got anything that you want to see that I haven't had in the videos, leave a comment below, and I'll try to make a video on it.